believe passionately in entrepreneurial fire, in giving everyone, everywhere, the chance to do their best and feel even better. We believe in you. We're here to empower every beautiful dimension of you. And at Mary Kay, we know we've all got a few things in common. We're all worthy of a community that understands us. We all deserve flexibility, and we should get to run our day instead of it running us. So maybe that's what brought you here to get to know us. Mary Kay has been a groundbreaking, trailblazing company for more than 60 years, and we follow in the footsteps of the original beauty influencer. Like many women in the 60s, Mary Kay Ash was not treated fairly in the workplace, so she made a change and founded a company that gives everyone the opportunity they deserve. Today, Mary Kay continues to be family-owned and continues empowering others in more than 35 countries. We are a company driven by the idea that you can do what you love, be who you want, and earn extra income on your terms. Our idea is powerful in its simplicity. First, Mary Kay creates hundreds of products that people crave. And yes, we win industry awards. Conduct 500,000 tests a year for safety, quality, and performance. Hold more than 1,600 global patents. And products are made in our own global manufacturing and research facility. Because what gets us really excited is how much people love our products. Because your confidence is our obsession. Next, we keep the business model beautifully simple too. Independent beauty consultants are 100% independent business owners. They buy directly from Mary Kay, then sell directly to customers to earn money. That's it. No wholesalers, no middlemen, no one holding them back, period. They enjoy the flexibility to work a Mary Kay business a lot or a little at parties, online, and on social, all while learning life skills from others and getting digital tools to help along the way. And if they're ready to lead a team of their own, they can drive the business as far as they want. Beauty consultants have one of the highest profit potentials on product sales in the world. Plus, at Mary Kay, they're always celebrated. Small wins are recognized, and big accomplishments are richly rewarded by a community of entrepreneurs and corporate employees around the world. Working together, we've also built a long history of giving. Mary Kay and its 4 company-sponsored foundations has given more than $200 million in monetary and product donations since we began tracking our philanthropic efforts. We support life-saving research and survivor empowerment with more than $24 million awarded to cancer research innovation from the Mary Kay Ash Foundation. And we strive to protect the environment by planting more than 1 million trees, powering our global headquarters and manufacturing with 100% renewable energy, and achieving zero landfill site status in our global manufacturing facility. We are a brand with a purpose, and we hope you see the amazing potential we see for a bright future together. This is where you can come to thrive. This is where you can unleash your confidence. This is Mary Kay, empowering women entrepreneurs since 1963. Then, now, always.
Well, hello, everybody. Welcome to our Thursday Opportunity in Sharing event. I'm so glad you're on here tonight. And I just want to say thank you to the guests for taking the time out to hear a little bit more about Mary Kay and honoring your amazing Mary Kay beauty consultant. I know she's excited you're on here. She's probably driven you crazy all day just to be on here to hear more about our company. Let me move a few things around here, and then we're going to get started. So thank you for being on here tonight. Thank you for being a woman of your word. And we hope to give you some great information. And we have an amazing speaker tonight too, but give you some information so that you can make a decision about joining Mary Kay. My name is Janice Trude, and I am a global national sales director for Mary Kay. I work in Europe, I work in other countries, and I work in America. So thank you for being on here. I have been with this company now more than 42 years. This August will be 43 years. It's a long time to be in a company. And I only came in just like you, probably for some of you, just because this woman kept driving me crazy about Mary Kay. I was going to college at the time, full-time, pursuing a nursing career, and also working full-time. So I didn't have any time. I was busy like you all. But because of that one decision, and because I went to seminar and heard a little bit more about Mary Kay, I decided to be in this company. And here I am 42 years later, and I've almost earned $6 million and 22 Cadillacs today. So I just want to say thank you You never know. This is not what I went to college for. These are our beautiful uniforms. You'll see Holly in the uniform tonight too. So thank you for being on here tonight. Before we get started, I will tell you we're giving away 7 free opportunities to join Mary Kay tonight. So if at any time you decide you want to join Mary Kay tonight, type in the chat section, I'm in for free. And when you type in I'm in for free, we will put you in the drawing for one of those 7. So those are for those who are interested in joining our company. Okay. All right. Well, let's get started with some information. I do have a few screen shares before we have our amazing speaker, Holli Lowe, tonight. So let's start with the first one, and probably the one that everybody knows about is that who started this company, and our beautiful dear Mary Kay. I think most of you know that we were started by a woman named Mary Kay. This is our beautiful Mary Kay. She started this company in 1963 with herself and 9 of her friends. She probably conned into doing this. But this is our beautiful Mary Kay. We are almost 62 years old this September. We did lose Mary Kay in 2001, but we are still family owned and operated today with Mary Kay's grandson, who is at the helm of our company today. And we are excited about keeping a family-run business. You know, we've weathered every economic storm. This is our global world headquarters, and this is in Dallas, Texas. We also have an $11 million manufacturing and distribution center that services 28 of our 35 countries. But this is our global world headquarters in Dallas. All of our products are made in Texas, and then we have recyclable, all the things I'm going to share with you just a bit, but we also service all of our other countries. So this is our global world headquarters. People always ask, are you USA made? Yes, we're made in the good old USA. We are Texas, made in Texas. Okay, so just wanted to share that with you. Then next, how do you start? Well, things have changed in just a few minutes here. So last month, okay, so this is how you can join Mary Kay. You can either join Mary Kay with an e-start. You see this $35 e-start down there? And I have some special promotions for you tonight. But you can actually start a business, which is completely unheard of, for $35. Now, what do you get for that? You get a website designed for you and all your credit card processing. And I'm going to show you your beautiful website. You get a welcome pack. You get samples. You have apps on your phone. You get everything you would need to do to run a business from a virtual aspect. Now, I want to talk to all of you, the rest of you, who are looking at making $1,000 more. In fact, put in the chat section if you could use an extra $1,000 or more a month. You see, that was kind of me. I could use the extra income, and it wasn't coming in for personal use. I really wanted to make some money. If you are on here and you really would love to make some income, I'm going to suggest you start with the Pro Start. Okay, the Pro Start gives you, let me move here, so you can see 2 sets of skincare, oil-free eye makeup remover, all your CC creams, full-size microdermabrasion, full-size charcoal mask, mascara. Everything is full-size to demonstrate at your beauty experiences all of our products, plus the trays and the mirrors and the bag and the training and all the samples and everything. You guys, there's over $400 worth of product in this. But for the month of March, you guys, I'm telling you, for the month of March, it's changed. For the month of March, you can join for 20 or 80. Now, I will tell you, if you're on here, you all should join for the 80 plus the 20, get everything bundled together for 100. That is huge. You have your free website. You have over $400 to $450 worth of free product. You have the bag, you have the samples, you have everything. You have the welcome packet, everything. But this is a conversation that you can have with your sales director or your consultant sales director so that she can explain different options. You can just start with the 20 and add the starter bag in your first 15 days. Those are some options that you also have too. So I just want to tell you guys from an inexpensive standpoint, you know, for a lot of you, you know, I don't know how much it costs for Costco or for Sam's Club, but if you came into Mary Kay, you're going to get all your products at half price by joining just for 20. Now, if everybody got 50% off for joining Sam's Clubs or Costco, we would all be members of everything. So just a thought, because we all make 50%, which is great. Okay, I want you to see your beautiful website because I think this is very impressive. And I want you to see that this is not something that you have to design. One of the things that I've always loved about Mary Kay is how professional she makes you look. So you have a beautiful website here. It's designed for you and all your credit card processing. You see all the beautiful pictures that are on here. Also, you have apps. You have an e-catalog. You can text it out to all your family and friends. People can shop online. They can check out online. We have social media, all kinds of social media, all kinds of apps. Everything is on here. Your website is designed for you and updated daily. Now, I don't know how about you, but people constantly ask me, how much is the monthly fee? There isn't. If you pay $20 this month, you have this website updated daily for you for an entire year. You guys, that's really unheard of. So I just wanted to share how professional your website looks also too. And then some things that might really matter to many of you is Mary Kay is very involved in the environment and also giving back. I know this is super important to a lot of you, and in many countries also too. For number one, we don't test on animals. We recycle all of our bottles and jars. So we're very much involved in the environment. We have zero landfill status. And I know that sometimes these screen shares are a little fuzzy, so I'm sorry. The zero landfill status, we have planted more than 1 million trees. We have 100% renewable energy. We have 1,600 global patents on our products. Now, global patent is really impressive from a industry standpoint because the claims the products make have to be true or they don't get a patent. We are in 35 markets worldwide. We're also a company gives back. We have donated over $200 million in grants for domestic violence shelters to stay open and for cancer grants also. So these are the things that Mary Kay is involved in. It's a lot more than just selling a lipstick. It's getting involved in your community, getting involved in your schools, getting involved in the environment. So there's a lot that's out there besides just selling a lipstick. Now, if you're just joining us a little bit late tonight, don't forget, if you type in the chat section, I'm in for free. We're giving away 7 free opportunities tonight to join Mary Kay. So type in I'm in for free and we'll get that for you. Okay, so just a little segue there. All right, I think I have maybe one more screen share to share with you tonight before we have our amazing speaker. And these are our beautiful cars. You would love a car that you don't have to pay tax, license, and insurance. How many of you could use a car right now? I've had 22 Cadillacs plus 2 of this, total 24 cars. And Mary Kay does pay your tax, license, and insurance, and you pay every month a small underwriting fee. So, which is really, really great. So you have that amazing opportunity to have that also too. So this is also great that you have, okay? So these are cars that you can have, you can drive, you get a new one every 2 years, which is really exciting. So how many of you guys could use an extra car? Okay, and I don't know what car insurance costs or car payments, but let me just ask in the chat section, if you were to sell your car so you wouldn't have a car payment and cancel your car insurance, how much money would you save a month just on a car payment and car insurance? Does anybody want to put in the chat section? I would love to see what your savings would be. See, there we go. A lot of people can save a lot of money here. That is for sure. All right, and because I don't want you to think that it's not a lottery, I want to put in the chat section, everybody who has 1 or more cars that they've earned in Mary Kay, would you put how many cars you've earned in Mary Kay? Look at all that. Okay, I want you to see guests who are on here tonight. This is how many people are on here tonight who earn cars, not 1 car, but multiple cars. So it is great to be able to have a car like that and, you know, not have to worry about insurance and all the other things too. So that is also really great. Okay. Well, we have an amazing speaker tonight. Holli Lowe came on and did this with me about a week ago. So she was not involved in the new pricing that we have right now. So she might talk about the $35 e-start, not knowing that it's 20, but she has an amazing story. So let's go and grab Holli here really quickly. And we want to hear her beautiful story. So let me go here and here we go. Okay, so. All right, everybody. Well, we have the amazing Holli Lowe on here tonight. Can't wait for you to hear her story. And like I say, every single week, if my story is not your story, somebody's story is your story in Mary Kay. There is somebody out there that has your story. Holli Lowe began her Mary Kay business at the ripe age of 20. She was a college student at Clemson University and earning a degree in elementary education when she said yes to adding another thing to her already busy schedule. See, that's what we always look for, is the busy women. So if you're on here tonight and you're busy, we'll take you. She debuted as an independent sales director in 2002 and earned her first company car as a junior in college. Holli enjoyed working her business part-time while she graduated with honors and began her teaching career. She has traveled all over the world thanks to Mary Kay and has earned 10 cars so far in her Mary Kay career. And her highest check, we always said, has not been written yet. But the one that they paid her has been in excess of $24,000 in 1 month. She's also earned over $2 million currently in her Mary Kay career. She gives credit to this company for offering her flexibility, freedom, morals, values, Christian principles, abundant thinking, financial freedom, and chance to truly live the American dream. She has an amazing husband and great kids, and I'm just going to turn it over to Holli Lowe, so it's all on you, girl, so go for it.
Thank you, Janice. Oh my goodness. I'm so honored to be here. Janice, do you want me in speaker view? Thank you. All right, you guys, I am excited to be here. Thank you so much, Janice, again for letting me be on. Okay, you guys, so guests, I know y'all are just sitting back and you're kind of looking at the whole Mary Kay thing for you, if it's for you. And so I just want to give y'all a little snippet into my story. I always say that we sell three things in Mary Kay: hope, dreams, and confidence. And Janice, can you hear me okay? Okay, great. So you guys, when I came into Mary Kay, I was the pleaser, the perfectionist, and the person who focused on all of my flaws. And I think it's probably been one of the greatest things that Mary Kay has given me in my career, because when that's who you are and that's kind of the world where you're from, it messes with your self-esteem a little bit, right? And so that worry what everybody else thinks kind of piece really was the piece that almost held me back from really just getting started. And so I love that the Mary Kay opportunity has gifted me that piece, which is to finally learn to love the girl in the mirror. So when I said yes to Mary Kay, I was a college student. I was competing in the Miss South Carolina organization that leads to Miss America. I was a pageant girl, and I always say I was a glittery, sparkly tomboy because I love to wrestle with the boys in the yard and play in the creek and look for salamanders and wrestle and do all the boy things. But then I love to get dressed up and be girly too. So I truly am fire and ice, sunshine mixed with a little hurricane, if you will. So if that speaks to any of y'all, put that in the chat tonight. But when I started Mary Kay, I was in school to be a teacher. Teaching school was really always my dream. I wanted to, from the time I was in fourth grade, I decided, okay, I'm going to teach school. I'm from a very small town in South Carolina in the South, and very middle class is how I was raised, very blue collar. And so when I came into Mary Kay, this world was a little different from me being an entrepreneur. And so I was a little like, I mean, I'll try it. I can sell makeup, right? And so my mom's friend and I were talking about it one day, and she's like, you should totally do it. You can sell Mary Kay to the girls in the pageant world. And I was like, okay, sounds great. And so I literally called the person that I knew that sold Mary Kay and signed myself up with her. We sat down and tried all the products, and I was literally in love with the products. I was like, oh my God, this stuff is so good. So my mom and I boxed all of our makeup up and put it away. And for a year, I didn't really do very much. And so I told my mentor, I said, I do want to do this. And I just did a little that first year, which is one thing I love so much about our business is when you start, there's going to be seasons when you can run full out, and you may want to, in this season, you might do a little less. But at the end of the day, the coolest part about the business that I love the most in the beginning was I did not have to pick this 40-hour work week to supplement my income. I didn't even have to add a 20-hour work week. And so I could decide first how much money I wanted to make and then figure out how much time it was going to take me. That's the piece that I love the most, because as a college student, I was working. I had three jobs. Mary Kay was now my third job. And I would take my syllabus at the beginning of the semester. I would fill in my calendar and all the things, very type A personality. If y'all can relate to that, I was always in the front of the class. I was always early, right? And so coming into Mary Kay, my nature was to say things like, if I'm going to do it, I want to really do it all the way, right? And so what I've learned over the 25 years almost that I've been in Mary Kay is, you guys, I'm a Christian all the time. So it doesn't mean I have to be at church to still be a Christian. You know what I mean? I'm a wife all the time. I'm a mom all the time. And so it doesn't mean you're going to do Mary Kay all the time. You're going to allocate how much time that you want to invest, which is what I did as a college student. I literally built my business, I say, on half college students and half real world people. And so the moms of my college friends, the professors at Clemson University, I built my business with half and half. I did a lot of hall parties, yes, but I also met my girlfriends at home in their hometown and did parties with their families. And you guys, with the virtual options that we have in Mary Kay now, it was such a blessing that you can really work your business on all fronts and however makes sense to you in your life now. You really can actually work your business more and earn more income because of all the flexible ways that you can work and grow and build your business now with virtual options, which I love so much, that you can run your business in both arenas. And we call that hybrid. That wasn't really available to me when I was a college student building my business around my career goals. And so I decided after that kind of first year when my pageant commitments were over that I really wanted to work hard and see what this is all about. So I went to a company event, which I highly recommend, called Career Conference. And I just remember sitting on the back row. And if y'all remember, I told you, like, I'm a front row girl because I am super ADHD and I cannot pay attention in the back because I see all the people, right? So I got to sit in the front so I can pay attention and not be distracted. Anybody? And so we sat in the back row, but I think it was God's divine plan because I could really just take it all in. And so I sat on the back row and I just remember watching every size, shape, race, ethnicity. Some of the women who shared did not have a high school education. Some of the women had earned millions of dollars. They had traveled the world. They had been all over the world. And I was living in this middle class, small town America dream bubble. And I just felt like my entire reality that night was just like shattered in the most beautiful way. My eyes coming into Mary Kay were opened to the possibilities of what does it feel like to earn a six-figure income? How could I be a mom who is available to my children that I birthed and not just the children that I was assigned to in my classroom, if that makes sense. And so I say all of that to just tell you that the opportunities became available that day are really what changed my entire trajectory of my life. And so when I left that career conference, I felt like, wow, okay, the possibilities were endless. I remember driving home 3 hours and the car was silent and I'm a chatty, right? The car was silent and I was just like soaking it all in. I always say that that day was the day I drove to Charlotte in Mary Kay and I drove home and Mary Kay was in me, right? And so I felt just this shift and I was like, okay, I really want to do this thing. And so when I got home, I was still commuting back and forth to as a college student. I told you that. So I told my parents, I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm going to drive a pink car and earn millions of dollars and travel all over the world. And right, I was saying all those things. And I just remember my parents being like, right, okay, what have we gotten this girl into, right? Because my parents gave me the $100 to start my business. And my daddy will say it is still all his fault that I am a raving success in Mary Kay because he gave me my $100. But anyway, I told them I'm going to earn a car. I'm going to be a director. But you guys, the cool part is I did do those things. And 12 weeks after that conference where I knew nothing, I had no customers, I'd never held an appointment or any of that stuff, I literally was earning my car. I finished my car 12 weeks, and 12 weeks after that, I debuted into the top 1% of Mary Kay, which is an independent sales director. And I finished my school stuff to become a teacher. So I was student teaching while I was moving up in the business, which is great because I had the flexible schedule, remember. And then as I started teaching, I decided I was really ready to do more with my Mary Kay business. And so my first year of teaching, I earned my second Mary Kay car. My second year of teaching, I finished a pink Cadillac and decided to retire from teaching that year. The next year, my husband quit his full-time job to pursue his dream. And you guys, the rest is history. I did $500,000, which is how much my units sold in retail sales. We did that 4 times. And I debuted at the age of 29, which was the youngest national sales director worldwide in 36 countries when I became a national sales director. And so I tell y'all all of the story and the backstory because when I came into Mary Kay, the girl who was super afraid of what everybody thought about her and was a people pleaser and all of those things, Mary Kay taught me how to learn to love the girl in the mirror, how to be okay in my own skin, and honestly, just how to really use the gifts and talents that God gave to me to love on women. And that has been the greatest joy. I have this picture hanging up on my desk, and it said, it's one of my favorite pictures, and it says, perhaps the greatest impact you have is who you get to lead. Did I know when I said yes to Mary Kay all those years ago that I would earn $2 million and travel the world? And let me tell you one of the greatest gifts, though. So I told you that the year after I quit my full-time job, my husband was able to quit his full-time job. He had a stint of professional bass fishing. He had sponsorships, and he was on the, he fished BFL and all of that stuff professionally. And then he decided in 2017 to start War Cats Baseball. My husband is a former professional baseball player. He signed and played professionally out of high school. And so what happened was, because I became a national in Mary Kay, he was able to then pursue his baseball career, if you will. And by career, I mean he started a travel ball program, which has allowed him to mentor our oldest son, whose dream is to play in the MLB. And so my son today is ranked one of the top catchers in the state, and he has national recognition also. He is on an incredibly powerful team this year. His catching coach is a catching coach for one of the MLB teams. Like, just the opportunities, you guys, because I said yes to Mary Kay, even though my husband told me this was the dumbest idea I ever had. Okay. I pursued the business anyway. My success allowed my husband to start the baseball program that was able to give my son the success, and he will play college and professional baseball. I have no doubt in my mind. And so I just want you to think for just a minute, what could possibly come out of your starter kit? If you said yes to Mary Kay tonight, what are the possibilities? You never know until you try. And I think for me, that was the biggest thing, was I just wanted to try it and just see what would happen. This was not going to be my long-term life plan. When I said yes, I didn't really say yes to Mary Kay thinking I would be a national sales director and drive a pink car till I was 65 and retiring. That was not my dream in the beginning. But the more I worked and the more I grew personally, the more I was able to see the next thing. And I just want to challenge y'all tonight, just try it. If you're kind of, sort of, maybe thinking, you guys, the investment is so minimal as far as the impact that it has had on my family, my boys, my youngest, just the opportunities that we've been able to give our kids and the life that we have been able to build is truly the American dream. It truly is building a life you love. Janice, thank you so much for letting me be on tonight. I appreciate you. And as always, I love being with you and your national area.
Oh, thank you, Holly, for your sharing tonight. Oh my gosh, like I said, everybody's story is different. And Holly, I came in with 22, you were 20. So sometimes people say, and then look at the generations now. Like, I've been a national 30, you've been 15. So, we both been around a long time. So thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, wasn't that great? Wow, wasn't that? That was amazing. That was amazing just to hear Holly's story and just to hear a little bit about her, okay? And everybody has a different story. And maybe that's not your story, but guess what? I just want to say, it's a $20 decision. I mean, I went through Starbucks this morning and just got a venti or whatever the large one is, and a banana loaf slice. And it was almost $20. I mean, it's expensive out there. And if $20 could change your financial situation, why wouldn't you give it a try? You guys, we spend $20 on stupid stuff every single day. So remember that we make 50%. We have an amazing training program for you, and it can weave into your business. It is virtual, a lot of it, or you can go live, but the training is there for you also too. We are a company that not only makes 50%, but we have no territories, no quotas, and we have a buyback policy. If during your first year you decide not to be in Mary Kay anymore, any unopened product they will buy back at 90%. So I'm just going to tell you, give it a try. So tonight we're going to give away 7 free e-starts. So if you put your name in the chat section. Now I do want to say, and I say this every week, if your name is not drawn, that doesn't mean a sign. And I tell this every week too. Walt Disney went to 10 banks before he would get a loan for Disneyland. He walked into 10 different banks and they all turned him down to get money to build an amusement park where his mascot was a mouse. They probably thought he was crazy. I don't know. And then you think about Mary Kay. Mary Kay's husband died at the breakfast table just 1 week before she was to open Mary Kay. And she went ahead and did it anyway. You know, you think about people, if they had given up on their dream, where we would be today. We wouldn't have Mary Kay. We wouldn't have, you know, what we have today over 35 countries worldwide. We wouldn't have Disneyland. We wouldn't have Pixar. We wouldn't have all the things that your little kids, your little boys and girls grow up with all the costumes. So you know what? I want to take a chance on yourself. So in just a minute, we're going to go to gallery view. And I'm going to have my directors in the back there. We're going to pick 7. So here's what happens. If we pick your name, you have to come off your microphone super fast, super quick. We're going to give you 10 seconds to come off your microphone, okay? When you come off your microphone, we're going to tell us where you came in from and why you decided to join. And then you'll have 48 hours to get together with your consultant and get your application in, and then we'll reimburse you back for your e-start, okay? You got that? Okay. I'm going to turn it over to them, and thank you all for being on here tonight. So let's go to gallery view and to our winners.